You mentioned a point in the book about, and I think you alluded to it, about the consultation process is a little bit like being a therapist. And it is. I mean, people come in, especially in my practice, with their insecurities. And I have to see, is this pure physical, which it never is? Is it pure mental, which it never is? It's a combination of both. And can some of that be cured with some listening or with some understanding or digging deeper in this? And you bring that up in the book. I thought that was a great point about being a therapist.
Well, I guess sometimes people come to you for one thing and it's really about something else.
Right.
They really, yeah, you know, it's funny. I have this, I have this scene where he has, he's doing a consultation really after a post-op with a mother who's, he's done some work on her face, her nose, and her son has a lot of discomfort with the fact that his mother is no longer exactly the same, and that issue of carrying the looks from one relative to another is an interesting subject. I mean, I know you deal a lot with women who have recently had a baby.
Yes.
But you obviously dealing here with a lot of people that have children.
Right.
This child ends up, the child is, I think we'll read something else. But he ends up biting his hand. He tries to go to talk to the child, and then he says, "Listen, I'll talk to your child."
Yeah. The kid doesn't behave very well.
But there's this issue about change and changing ourselves and moving away from who we were or who other people. The connection between people, even with injections.
Oh yeah.
We can start to lose that mirror of looking like our relatives.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially noses are an easy one to see, and so I always ask about, is this your dad's nose, and is this, or people will say, I've got my dad's nose, and I'm like, okay, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is this something that you want to keep, or are you tired of being, hearing him go through and being made fun of, or his insecurity with that? And so that's a powerful point of how we can pass down our own insecurities to our kids. Or is this something that, this is important to me, that I keep this part of my heritage, but it's just a little crooked and I want it straight, but I like the hump, as an example. And then there are other, obviously, body parts that happen with this, where I've had multiple times in the operating room, nurses are like, why don't you take that mole off this patient? Like, because that's the mole that her and her dad have the same mole in the same spot, and it's her lucky mole. And so we're gonna leave that alone, right? And so I heard that once, and now I say, well, it might be her lucky mole, so I don't know. We didn't talk about this.